So we're getting tonight going a little earlier than normal. I'll start out by saying tonight's not about the big money value. Tonight's not going to be a ton of cash. What makes tonight special to me is tonight's going to be about getting in. I thought I set my cruise control. Jeez, slowing down to less than 55, thinking I know things. There we go. Tonight's going to be get in, get out as quick as we can. I'll tell you how I set this up. Slept in late today, about noonish, crawled out of bed, and no intention of working. I actually kind of got to leave some hours of service for later in this week. I got some work with a direct customer of mine, and I have to have enough hours of service left for that. So really was kind of like gonna take a light week from Amazon unless the rates came calling. And I woke up and just glanced at their load board. You know, I like having that available to me, just see what's out there. And they had these 3 HSD moves. Now, normally these go for, 180. This time of year, maybe even 200. They were down in like the 1-teens. I'd hate for you to think that I'm the one out here keeping rates down. If they had only had one, I wouldn't have even booked it, wouldn't have considered it. It's like I'm not going down there for $100. But the fact that I was able to stack 3 of them made it worthwhile. And, again, the family's all off today. We planned on doing stuff. And, the way I saw it is it's like, listen, I know they're booked out for like 3 hours. Fact of the matter is I can probably get these done in about an hour. So total time away from home, a couple hours. It's like, yeah, would I throw 2 hours at something to go make a quick $300? I would. And that's all I had booked. But then the relay bot started messing with me with DSD1 that started just after these are supposed to end. I think that starts at like 8:45. So technically, if I finish these early, I could start that one at 6:45, assuming they have the trailer ready. But that's it. I mean, unless there's something insane happening going when I'm coming back from DSD1, we're going to get in, we're going to get out, and we're going to try to make the money as fast as we can tonight. I got a hot dog sitting next to me. I don't know if you can hear him breathing, man. This is San Diego. A couple days ago, it was cold. We got the electric blanket out. I heard from one of my buddies today. He lives in Iowa. Shout out to you, Ryan. He's telling me they're having a snow day there, and I understand it. I lived in Denver for 4 years of my life when I was going to college, but we just don't have that. I mean, the other day it was cold in San Diego. When I say cold, I mean like 50 degrees, and today we're back in the 80s. So I'm in shorts. I got a hot dog. I wanted to share a little bit of my strategy as far as these HSD2 loads. Somebody asked me a great question the other day. When do I start the work? Like they were looking to take advantage of the Amazon routing software, that type of stuff. I definitely would confirm every way Amazon's sending you with like actual truck routing GPS software. But I want to kind of, I'm moving with purpose right now as far as when I'm starting these loads. I got this first one. It starts at 5:08. I haven't even started it yet. Fact of the matter is I'm like 15 minutes from the facility. Here's why I don't want to start it. HSD2 has taught me in the past that a lot of times they don't have the trailers and they hand them out as tow news. That's fine. I want the tow news. But my fear in starting it too soon is, so you figure right now it's 4:28. On that last one I have, I think that starts at 7. As long as it's in my queue at 5 o'clock, I'm guaranteed the tow new. The reason I don't want to start the load yet is I don't want that to trigger something on Amazon's end of saying like, oh, wait a minute, we don't have these trailers. Let's go ahead and cancel out all of them. Now I'll get a tow new for the first one, but if they do that right this minute, the third one's out. They're canceling it within 2 hours. They owe me nothing. But if I don't start this one, so I'm due there at 5:08, if I get to my plan is to get to the yard, to get the 5 o'clock swipe down for the 7 o'clock one, which guarantees the tow new. I'm then gonna immediately start the work, be in the yard, arrival successfully detected, and I'll get it going. But I just don't want to start the work too soon. I mean, imagine if I had started this technically for this first one that I'm due there at 5:08, I could have showed up at 3:08. Okay, great. I'm there at 3:08, being efficient, being diligent, whatever you want. But now Amazon could cancel both of those, realize, hey, we don't have the trailers, let's cancel them out. And now I get 1 tow new rather than 3. So sometimes you got to be smart about this. You got to move with purpose. I'm going into tonight thinking that the HSD2s are all going to be tow news. I just don't want to alert them of my arrival too soon to where it ends up reducing my payout. All right, a little bit of strategy here. I'm in the yard. It's 4:42. I am gonna walk inside. I have not started this load yet. If we go over here to my relay work queue, I will take a picture of what I see. I need to be here by 17:08. I for sure will make it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk in that door and ask them, hey, do you guys have empties? I'm just gonna say, I'm too early for one. Do you guys have empties? That kind of stuff. If the answer is yes, then I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. If the answer is no, then I'm gonna start this one after 5 o'clock once the tonu for that's guaranteed. So this is me moving with purpose. I'm gonna go in and just ask that question. I'll be right back. What's happening? How are you? Do you guys have empties? I'm too early for one. I don't want to start it yet, but I'm just wondering if you guys have them or not.
We do. They're first come, first serve, though.
First come, first serve? Yeah. All right, perfect. Thank you. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Thank you. All right, assuming these are all empties, it looks like they have 6 of them. Turn this camera around here. Might have to flip it. So, that being said, I don't think they're gonna give away 6 empties in the next 15 minutes. That's when that's when the tonu is guaranteed. Let me turn on the screen record here. I hear you, Lou. I hear you, buddy. So what we're gonna do, so these are still in my queue here at 4:45. We're gonna go ahead and come over here to the relay app, and we're gonna start this one that I'm due here at 17:08. Safe app usage, yes. Select my vehicle, that's mine, confirm, acknowledge the do's and don'ts. It's gonna say, hey, you're already there, good job. Acknowledge. I'm screen recording, but let's just get a screenshot of that, and let's go check back in. All right, just did 2 things. One, got my arrival at Sand 3, pulling up to the gate now, and then 5 o'clock came around and I got that swipe down guaranteeing the tonu for the 7 o'clock HSD2. I don't really care if they have me do them or cancel them. Fact of the matter is the payout for the tonu is probably about as much as they're paying for them, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to be guaranteed that tonu. So dropping the first one off here and then heading back up to HSD2 as soon as the gate will talk to me. $300 in the bank. Those HSD2 ones, those were just like rinse and repeat. Those are all done. I think we started that first one just before 5. Despite starting it pretty much on time, I was still able to finish at, what time is it right now? Just before 7, like 6:55 right now, checking out of Sand 3. Did the swipe down at 6:45 for the 8:45. I was thinking about hanging out on the other side of the gate on the off chance that they moved the trailer that I could squeeze in there before 8:45. The reason I'm getting ready to go out of this gate and just do a U-turn right back into it is they did. They put a couple of them on there. The problem was, are they gonna talk to me or not? The problem was, oh, the gate just opens. Problem was, is they were booked out until they were an adjustable pickup time, but the soonest you could have one be done was 8:48, and I need to be free by 8:45. Those 3 minutes would have wrecked me. So they got some cones up here. Let's do a little U-turn. These are my favorite deadhead situations. Back up a little bit. And I know I'm getting here way early. Those HSD2 ones, I didn't want to start too early because I had a purpose for that. This one, there is a chance that the trailer gets done, and I'm looking to get tonight done as quickly as I can. So, let's sit here and say, relay app, start work. Arrival time 20:45. I'm within the 2 hours. It's 6:57. Want to be sure it says my truck. It does. Confirm. It's routing me to Sand 3, and it says, you are here. 6:57, arrival successfully detected. So gonna get this one started next. I wish I could have squeezed one of those, Sand 5 things in there, but I'm telling you, I talked to so many people who it's like, oh, I had to reject a load. What for? It's like, oh, it said I was an ineligible driver. And it's like, you'd be surprised where you know, you get greedy and you're going too fast. You don't pay attention to those 3 minutes, and it's like those 3 minutes not catching that just wrecked your grade for the next 6 weeks. Speaking of grade, we're back to 100%. I've always kind of had a little bit of pride, little bit of ego when I've told you that, of like all this stuff. Now that I know that Amazon will just kind of willy-nilly move your grade down. But this Sunday, start of the new week, we're back to where we always should have been at, which is at 100%. That mark that they kind of gave me has now fallen off, and we're back to 100%. So kind of mixed feelings about it. Excited to be back, but I understand that it means less than it ever has now. So it would be ideal if this trailer were ready. They're probably going to come and talk to me, and we'll go from there. If you ever wonder what my downtime looks like, this is it. Lou lets me back here on his bed. He can't leave the house without one of his 2 toys. What about your tire? Which one do you want more, your tire or your football that you ruined? Crack open the sunflower seeds, watch the load board, watch a little TV. We're going to make the most of waiting on this trailer. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. It's yours. All right, guys. I told you tonight I am coming out for that quick cash. Let's get this arrival here at Sand 3. I am on the round trip back from that DSD1 load. Let's see here, acknowledge the do's and don'ts, get this arrival. There it is. Been watching the load board the whole way back from DSD1. I mean, I said if anything crazy dropped, I would do it. Fact of the matter is, nothing crazy has dropped. I called my wife and I said, yeah, I mean, basically we got dropping off this trailer, and then as soon as I get on the 125 and pay that toll, tonight's done. I mean, they've got, something's got to happen, and I'm not counting on it, but something's got to happen here quick in order to lure me to stay out anymore. Going up to DSD1, I think my departure from Sand 3 wasn't until 9:30. They took until about like 9 o'clock. So that took a little bit of time, which is cool. If they're allowed to, they can take up to 9:30. But anyway, yeah, shot up there, shot back, and this was always the plan. Unless something crazy is going on, this is it. All right, guys, back in the little truck before midnight. This is mission accomplished. I told you guys I was gonna be waiting for that crazy stuff. Fact of the matter is, it never dropped. I was paying attention to it the whole way from DSD1 down to Otay, and then once I was in Otay till I got on the 125, and then I kept it a little bit more, just seeing if either Dib 5, Dib 7 off of Otay Lakes Road, if any of those had anything. And then as soon as I passed Otay Lakes Road, I turned it off. I'm sticking to my word tonight. I know it's not a huge night. I just, you know, when I saw an opportunity like that earlier, it was kind of like, oh, I can't pass this up. And originally it was just going to be the HSD2s, but then the relay bot messed with me on that DSD1. And it was kind of like, yeah, I can't pass this up. And, you know, the way that it all lined up, it was like, get in, get out, and be done. And I know I've had bigger nights. I mean, definitely not trying to brag here at all. It's not a big night. It a little bit less than usual, but you know, the fact that it happened so quick. I mean, I basically was in the truck. We got down there like just before 5. We're leaving here just, you know, going back home just before noon. So about 7 hours in the truck. About 3 hours of that we're driving. The rest of the time was watching movies with the dog, just kind of hanging out, waiting for trailers, that type of stuff, the usual trucker stuff. But yeah, about, I mean, just under 100 miles, just over $800, 3 hours of driving. I think we did it on like 11 and a half, let's call it 12 gallons of fuel, so that's a positive. I was just going off duty, and the clock I run still says I've got, you know, 8 hours and 16 minutes on duty. I run that California short haul exemption. So, I mean, I could stay out longer and do more. You might be wondering, like, what are you rushing home for? What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Today was a day off. I'm going to have plenty of hours of service to do what I need to do later in the week. But the big thing today was, ever since I took my daughter up to that concert up in LA a couple weekends ago, while I was up there, I ate at a place called Maury's, and they had the best bagel with lox. And so since I've been back from my little LA trip, I've been on this mission of like, let's hit up every Jewish deli there possibly is to, you know, I want to try bagels and lox. I've been to Morton's, I've been to DZ Aiken's, we went to Elijah's the other day, and they've all been good, but I've been just like seeking this stuff out. Well, my wife found for me, apparently this place just opened in San Diego called Marigold's, and they've got a bagel with lox, and I'm a foodie. There's a struggling little fat kid inside of me dying to get out, and I'm just like, long story short, we were supposed to go this morning, and I told her last night, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go tomorrow. Well, let's do it. Let's go tomorrow. What's going on, Lou? You want to come over here? I'm like, we'll go tomorrow. Well, then I go and I sleep in till noon, and you know, she took the time to look this place up for me and all that stuff. I felt bad, so I'm like, you know what? Sunday night, gonna be a light night, gonna be an easy night. I'll be home early. And Monday morning, we're going to, not Maury's, we're going to Marigold's. Marigold's is where it's at. So that's the rush. I didn't live up to what I said I would do this morning, and I'm going to make up for that tomorrow. But quick little night. Still feels like an off day to me. You know, I feel like we covered some good stuff last night. People always say, like, do you start every Amazon load early? Answer there is, I try to, yes, asterisk, with that little asterisk being like, you know, what happened with those HSD2 loads. You know, you have to move with purpose on this stuff. And I stole that line from somebody, left me a message, Hotbox Trucking. They said the other day, they're like, they move with purpose. And it's like, I like that. I'm going to use that in a video. So not an original thought of mine. What I heard from Hotbox Trucking saying they move with purpose. I like that. I may add that to the vocabulary. But sometimes you have to move with purpose. You have to, I mean, they're doing it. And, you know, if I'd gotten to that first HSD2 load, let's say 2 hours early, like I normally did, and they didn't have trailers, well, Amazon's going to realize that, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, Stat Trucking, here's one Tonu. We caught it in time for these other two. You get one Tonu. The way I did it last night, guaranteed myself, they had no trailers, guaranteed myself 3 Tonus as opposed to 1. So definitely, you have to be crafty with this stuff. I mean, they're looking at every single step to be like, how can we get out of paying you? How can we do this? How can we do less? How can we do all this stuff? And it's kind of like you have to go into it with like, okay, well, I have a vested interest in this. I want to influence that outcome as much as I possibly can. And, you know, they don't apologize when they do it. I don't feel like we should apologize when we do it either. It just so happens, I mean, it's kind of a moot point because all 3 of them went through. But how many times have you guys been with me when I've had the camera and HSD2's like, oh, we don't have trailers, or the building's dark, or it's going to turn into Tonus. And it's like, okay, I want to make the most advantageous decision for me and my trucking company, given what history's shown me. But anyway, got some good stuff covered. I'm gonna be eating bagels in the morning, bagels with lox. I'm excited about that, and we're wrapping this one up here. Gonna get Lou home, take him for a little walk, and feed him some dinner. I hope this video serves you well. Appreciate you taking the trip with me. Take care.